Thanks so much for coming in.
Absolutely. Thanks
Kind
for
of a
having
last minute sort of thing here. You're filling in for somebody today, and we certainly do appreciate that. How long have you been with MercyOne?
Gosh, this April, it's going to be 21 years. So started off in the basement of Mercy way back as a public relations specialist, doing the newsletters and the news releases, and went up to director of marketing, and then added the foundation on. All the marketing roles and responsibilities left and about 2020. And so I'm just doing foundation now. But yeah, 21 years it's going to be.
Goes by quickly, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
So what have you learned about the healthcare business in those 21 years?
Oh gosh, I mean, if I could sum it up in just a few words, I work with amazing people who are experts in their field, whether it's Justin Nyland, who's our director of operations, Melissa Bittner, who's in our emergency room, the director of our emergency room, Jeff Sanderwelzine. I mean, just to name a few of the people that I've worked side by side with, whether it's been on something for marketing communications or whether it's something for the foundation now. But we really do have the most amazing people that are really dedicated to our community. They're dedicated to the medical profession. We train our nurses very well, and I really believe that. I moved my parents down here many years ago. I shouldn't say many years ago, several years ago, because I really believe that our healthcare is exceptional when it comes to taking care of, from our physicians to our hospital.
So how'd you get into marketing?
Interesting story. Back when I was first getting my bachelor's degree at University of Wisconsin at Platteville, I started off in broadcasting. I wanted to be a broadcaster. Television broadcaster was really what I was going for, and I'm dating myself to say that back then, you did the cutting and the splicing of the tapes and things like that, and I really didn't like that very much. I wasn't the technical part of the career that I liked. So I took some more business classes, ended up really kind of liking the written field, writing the news releases. I always have been a writer from years ago. So really went more toward the journalism and the writing part of it, and marketing just was kind of a natural thing for me, the cutting and the pasting and like I said, I'm really dating myself here now to talk about the way we used to do things before graphic design and all that. But then went on to get my master's degree at the University of Iowa in journalism and emphasized in public relations.
In journalism at Iowa. What was your experience like in Iowa City?
I was a non-traditional student, so we lived in Cedar Rapids at this time. Drove in, parked at Hancher, took the CAM bus into my classes, but I really loved it. I loved the classes there. I loved the professors there. It's an excellent school, and so you really get a very well-rounded education in that area, and I didn't go to all the football games and things like that, but I really did love it. So.
You're a native of Wisconsin, and you find yourself here now in Iowa.
It's taken me many years to really love and support the Hawkeyes, but I do now. I love Iowa. Iowa has so many hidden treasures, and it's really the people that make it the best that it is.
So how'd you end up in Clinton?
So I originally took a job at Mater Dei and Trinity schools. It was back when they had first merged together. I became their first development director there. So pulled together alumni lists. I pulled together a newsletter in which we put out about 2 or 3 times a year. This was our first attempt to really try to raise money for the Catholic schools. And so I worked that position for about 5 years, I think it was. Before then I moved to Cedar Rapids, but it was a good position. It was, I was in charge of the whole area of raising money and developing that program. And back then we were working on those old Apple computers that were just absolutely huge. I taught volunteers how to do it by playing solitaire so that they'd learn how to use the mouse and everything. But they added all the alumni records onto a database back then, so a lot of fun.
My goodness. And you talk about raising money, and that's what you're doing now with the foundation. I mean, you getting pretty good at that?
I hope so. The foundation is really a true love for me. So it's something that we're a nonprofit organization. We have 13 members of our board. We have our own articles of incorporation. We have our own bylaws. And we meet every other month then to be able to do the business of the foundation. But about 26 years ago or so, the board of Mercy Medical Center put aside some money for an endowment, which thank goodness they did that, because that has grown for us and been able to now help out with some of the equipment needs that we have at the foundation. In addition to having a very generous community. So whether it's grants or whether it's individual gifts, memorials, estates, we do have a very generous community then. And we need it because the equipment that we have at MercyOne, as in any business, continues to depreciate and needs to be replaced.
And of course, there's so many, advancements in the equipment.
There is. So things that we purchased years ago, of course, the technology now has changed so much, and for the better. So you have CTs, MRIs, mammography, even X-ray. You look at what it was like 20 years ago, and you look at how much it's advanced and how much it's gotten better. We can see things today that we've never been able to see, do diagnosis and preventative care in ways that are so much better than what it used to be.
And it's not just equipment, but you do, through the foundation, some of the other, like bedding and different things like that.
We do. We purchase exam tables, which we purchased some exam tables for podiatry last year and also for the wound care, which are ergonomic. You just wouldn't believe. They can raise, they can twist, they can really do all kinds of things so that the patient is positioned in the best way for the physician to be able to take care of them. So we do all of that. We've done lead aprons for our surgical staff so that a lot of times they do have to do imaging once they're in surgery, so they had to have all new lead aprons. We had a donor that gave enough money to do a glass surround for our emergency room to just give our staff a little added protection around their nurse's station. We've done just so many things, and things like we have a patient care fund and a Samaritan fund. So we sometimes have patients that come in that don't have shoes, or they come in with maybe their pajamas on. And so we purchase clothes, we purchase shoes, we have food and things like that to be able to help those patients out and send them on their way when they get discharged.
I would imagine you see some things that just, you think, oh my goodness.
I'm just grateful that
Yeah.
MercyOne is there. I'm grateful that we have an organization like this that does take care of our people pretty well.
And I would think also, you talk about the grants, the endowments, the donations, people that have been touched by MercyOne, what they have done for their family, and they want to, maybe give back.
Yes. We do find that there's some hospitals that have what's called a Grateful Patient Program, and we've really never been able to successfully launch that. But that is really something that, when they go through a stay in the hospital and they're very grateful for their caregivers, that is something that we'd encourage you to do, is give in their name to the foundation so that it helps to continue to have medical equipment available.
We're going to take a break for the weather here in about a minute. If people would like to find out more about the foundation, how can they do that?
They can contact me directly. Our foundation number is 563-244-3535. I'm normally there Monday through Friday. You can just leave a message if I'm not there. But I'd encourage you to sit down and we can talk about different options available for giving back.
Who all makes up the board?
Oh, we have Jerome Birkin is our chair this year.
Okay.
So everybody knows Jerome Birkin, right?
Yes. Yes.
But like I said, 13-member board they're just excellent people.
Are they on for certain long terms, or how's that come along?
Yep. So it's a 3-year term, but you can go up to 9 years.
Okay. You
can take a break from that. We have the option to waive that and keep people on then too. So we've had a lot of longevity with our board members. Yeah. They tend to stay on. This is it's kind of one of the easier boards to be on. They're not doing budgeting and some of the day-to-day decisions.
They leave that up to you.
But they provide such valuable advice and guidance, though, to me.
Visiting with Julie Dunn. A check of the weather is coming up. Set yourself up for a successful 2026 with a certificate of deposit at First Gateway Credit Union. Open a 6-month CD and earn 3.50% APY, or a 12-month CD and earn 3.60% APY. Stop into one of their 7 locations: Comanche, Clinton, DeWitt, Fulton, Morrison, Sterling, or Prophetstown. APY is annual percentage yield. Limited time offer. Rates subject to change without notice. $1,000 minimum deposit required. Other rates and terms available. Early withdrawal penalties apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
It's time now on KROS for the Storm Track 8 weather forecast, brought to you by Frary Lumber.
Your Friday is going to be a day worth getting outside for. Soak up the sunshine, the really warm temperatures. There will be gusty winds and high fire danger, so no outdoor burning today. We'll see temperatures soar into the mid to upper 60s. For tonight, mostly clear. Temperatures will return to the 20s. With your Storm Track 8 weather impact forecast, I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzky.
Currently, we have sunny skies and a temperature of 52 degrees. Winds are out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. This weather report on KROS has been brought to you by Frary Lumber.
Let your new kitchen or bath tell a story and be an inspiration for years to come with craft-made cabinets from Frary Lumber in Fulton. Craft-made cabinetry offers a multitude of customizable options for your project. Create your dream kitchen or bath today with the help of craft-made cabinets. Stop by Frary Lumber at 912 2nd Street in Fulton and make your dream kitchen or bath a reality.
A clean, friendly neighborhood tavern that also features great food. Thinking of a different experience for lunch? Give the Whistle Stop a try. Every weekday at 11 a.m. For the daily special, be sure to check Manning's Whistle Stop on Facebook. During the evening, order off their menu with a great selection, including appetizers, and of course, your favorite beverage. Manning's Whistle Stop, 416 North 2nd Street, Clinton. Make just one stop, the Whistle Stop. Visiting with Julie Dunn, gracious enough to come in on the program. You got a scholarship coming up, right? Want to talk about?
Yeah, so on February 1st, we open up our scholarships that are available at MercyOne, and we really recognize the importance of being able to offer these to our communities so that we can keep and retain a well-trained workforce. So whether it's nursing, whether it's in lab or pharmacy or imaging, these are scholarships that are available. We have 7 scholarships available. Any student who is looking at going to either a local college or University of Iowa or anywhere can certainly apply. And so you can get information from the website, so mercyone.org/Clinton/giving/scholarships. Say that 10 times fast.
Yes. So, I mean, is there a lot of interest in the health field, or would you like to see more people getting into the health
Well,
field?
we'd certainly like to see more. So these, the scholarships are available for seniors who are going off to school. Plus, they're also available for those people who are in a healthcare field or colleagues of ours who are continuing their education. We do have a real good internal program also that helps. Once you're employed by MercyOne, there's a very good program that helps you to continue your education and get reimbursement. So this year has been a little bit better. So we're really looking at probably being able to provide more scholarships to our community then too. So
that is great. So you're like me, you like those songs out of the 70s. You like it when I know you listen in the morning sometimes. And you like it when I play a 70s song. So you picked out one from Boston. Introduce it for us.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure which one you picked here.
More than a feeling.
More Than a Feeling from Boston.
Exactly, that is great. We went from 8 tracks to cassettes.
Yes.
And then CD players. Yeah. And now it's all on your phone.
Now you just
you just do it that way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Plus 50 Living Fair, we'll be back. We're going to be at the Vista Grande. It'll be on Tuesday, April 21st. It's great that you guys have always been our main sponsor because you do offer so much for the community to see.
Yeah, this is our 34th?
Something like that. It's up there somewhere.
Around there.
Yes.
But yeah, we've been sponsoring that from day one.
Day
and
one,
I'm really, it's a great partnership. If you've never been out to the Plus 50 Fair, you don't have to be 50.
No.
You know, we always talk about that.
Yes.
You can just stop out. Doesn't matter your age. But I'm just always impressed. You know, we bring our folks out there, you know, in different areas, different service lines, so that we can answer questions or provide information about what we provide at MercyOne. But I'm always impressed at the nonprofits that are out there, from the library to, you know, just you can learn about anything in the community by coming out there and talking to the booths that are available. And it's going to be another great year. So we've got our lab all ready to go. We've got blood pressures that we're going to have out there. People always appreciate the opportunity to see how how your cholesterol is doing, how your A1C is doing, you know, all of those that we provide. And the blood pressures, like I said, people do appreciate the opportunity to just do a little mini health check out there.
And of course, we always try to entertain you. We're going to get the Clintones back there again.
They're
always a fan favorite.
Yes.
And Andrew Stutzky is coming back again.
Wonderful.
Always want to talk about the weather.
Yep, we always learn something when he comes out. So it's just a really great day. You know, we've been, like you said, we've been doing this for so long, and it's a great chance to really get to know what is available in the community. So I'd encourage anybody to come on out Tuesday, April 21st.
We got to wrap things up, talk family. We always enjoy doing that. You got the kids coming in.
I got my oldest daughter and her husband and the 2 grandkids coming in this afternoon, so I'm excited about that. Trying to took the day off today to try to get the house all ready and sheets changed and all ready to go here. So.
And we appreciate you coming in on your day off, because it was short notice.
No, it's always, you make it fun and easy for all of our speakers here today, so I just always appreciate the opportunity to visit with you and the community.
And you say the grandchildren are stair steps.
Yeah, I have, so the family that's coming in today is, the grandkids are 4 and 3, and then I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, so all boys. So we're blessed to have all grandsons. When they all get together, it's a lot of fun to see them play together and interact with each other, and it's loud and fun.
So your husband's a farmer as well as an accountant.
Yeah.
Which is probably actually a pretty good combination when you think about it.
It works really well. He gets done about mid-April, you know, sometimes a little bit before the 15th if he can wrap things up. But then he goes right to planning season. And so I really only get him from July, August, and a little bit of September. So,
It's amazing that he continues to do that.
Well, he loves it. I mean, he really loves both of his professions that he does, and so I think that keeps him going. He talks about retiring someday, but I think he's going to keep going for a little while longer. So one of these days we'll be able to take a February vacation where it's warm.
There you go. Before we let you go, again, you're with the foundation, such an important aspect of MercyOne. If people would like to find out more about the foundation, how can they best do that, Julie?
They can stop by anytime. We're located on the administration wing, or give me a call, 563-244-3535.
Appreciate your time. Enjoy the day. What time are they going to be coming in?
Maybe 2, 3, something like that. So
okay.
I'm ready.
Just in time for them to take a nap. Julie, thank
Thanks
you
so
so
much.
much. Yeah.
We can do it. Need a new roof, new siding, a new deck, doors, windows, or remodeling work? Kramer Construction of Clinton can do it. They're a local family-owned business serving this area for 45 years and have been voted number